Hello everyone, greetings from PayTap's technical support team. In this series, you will learn how to integrate with PayTaps through our PT2 API endpoints. And here, we will walk you through the third integration type, which is the managed form. For the purpose of this series, we have created a very simple Laravel project to walk you through the integration process. But feel free to follow the steps in this series with your own project, whatever the programming language or the framework used to integrate with PayTaps. So, let's get started. In this video, we are going to learn more about one of our optional parameters for the managed form integration type, which is the shipping details. So, let's get started. The first thing you should know is that you can find the full documentation for this part inside PayTap support portal under the article called the Managed Form APIs Integration Manual. From the integration manual, if we navigate it over here to step 3 and then part 2, of course, we need to go to the backend side, and over here you'll see a section called the available optional parameter. One of these available optional parameter are the shipping details object. Now, normally we have the customer detail and the shipping details as an optional parameter, but for the managed form integration type, the customer detail is required inside your payment request. So for this video, we are going to learn more about the shipping details, and simply the shipping details is an object that you can send inside your request payload and receive it with your response. So this is simply what you're going to do. Back over here inside our code, let's do the same thing that we have done for the customer details, which is generating it by a simple object like this. See our shipping details over here. Generate shipping details, we're returning it into shipping details, we're saving it inside our construct. Over here are the shipping details. Here it comes, the shipping details, and simply we are going to pass it inside our request. So let's take it out from over here like this. I have copied it inside another request payload, and let's go to our managed request payload. Let's add it over here right after the shipping details. Now, another thing to check is just to make sure that we have passed it inside our generate managed payload over here, and of course that we have passed it to the generate managed form while calling it over here, because I am calling it the generate managed payload over here. So I want to make sure that I have passed this shipping details. So this is simply what I've done. I have saved the shipping details inside our construct. I have passed it to my generate managed payload over here. Now once we go to the generate managed payload, we will be able to get it over here either from this function or from the shipping details parameter over here. So now I can get back to my code. Before I get back to our code, of course, if I just submitted the payment, I will be redirected to our response page. What I want to do is actually see the response coming from PayTaps as it is. So I'm going to get back to my code over here. And right before I get to the return, I want to die and debug the response. Actually, I have it commented over here. Let's uncomment it and see how the response will look after providing the shipping details. I will fulfill the shipping details. Of course, I can choose the shipping same as spelling. I will enter it myself. I will enter my test card. I will enter my expiry detail. And of course, the CVV will be 1 to 3. Going to check it out. Let's see the response. Now over here, I should receive, normally I just receive the customer details, but now as you can see I have another object in the response, which is the shipping details, containing all the shipping details. This response you will be able to receive is inside your callback response. If you have, and we will learn what is the callback in step 6 video of course, you will be able to receive it inside an IBN if you have configured an IBN inside your merchant dashboard. You will receive the shipping details if you have different scenarios for customer detail rather than shipping details. So this was simply the shipping details video to learn you how you can use the shipping detail optional parameter. If you want to learn more about the shipping detail specification, you can check out this solution article over here, request response parameter shipping details, and it will has all the shipping details, specification, its type, its minimum max, all of the details. So now we can move to the next part.